The parents each share the last closing statement. Everyone get ready because we're going to go around. Actually, before they do that. No, we'll go around. And be ready with your answers because we have some questions. And those of you who are talking a lot, we'll find out. Okay, so we'll just have each of the panelists give us a closing statement, something you want to share. And anyone else who wants to share, feel free to do so.
Family, if I could, I want to leave y'all with one thing to say. In fact, the brother in the back, you wanted something you wanted to end with?
If I could be allowed.
Yes, sir.
First, I want to say that I commend Nesta and all of you in the panel for taking the time to be involved in something that's so important. The target audience, when I came, I expected, the older category of adolescents, but I'm impressed to see these young men and women.
Right, let's get it.
The fact that they were attentive, and the fact that they were asking intelligent questions, and the fact that they were interested in what you had to say.
I never know who's looking at you.
Absolutely, absolutely. My name is Mr. Eddie. I am the Executive Director of Student Development and Residence Life at Monroe College. And I hope at some point in the course of their lives, you may select Monroe College, and I hope to be able to provide a scholarship for whomever is interested in going to Monroe. What I wanted to say is that it's not by chance or by design. Listen to that. It's not by chance or by design that we find our community filled with drugs. It's not by chance or by design that we find our community so overwhelmed with violence. It's not by chance or by design that we find our young African American men going to jail as opposed to college. It's not by chance or by design that we find our African American females emulating some of the worst characteristics in our male population. It's not by chance or by design. It's structured to be that way. It's structured to create the kinds of pitfalls that our young folks fall into. I remember, and I don't know how many of you remember Carl Paul. He was the state controller, right, in New York State. And I do recall back in the 90s that one of the staffers brought to his attention, by way of proof positive, one of the contracts that Time Warner was using for this new trend called rap. And in it, it spelled out exactly what they expected a rapper to say and do in order to get a contract. And he was appalled at what he read and saw in that contract. It said that the rapper, in order to get this contract, had to use profanity, had to advocate violence, had to be misogynistic, which basically means treat women badly, etc., etc. Upon reading that, again, as I said earlier, he was angered by that. And he went on television and issued an open declaration saying that if Time Warner did not cease and desist from this practice, he would take action to divest New York State pension of all Time Warner stock. What happened? The next day, Time Warner took out full-page ads in the New York Times and Wall Street Journal apologizing for the practice. But did that mean that it stopped? What they did was to create the subsidiary. They created the Russell Simmons. They created the P. Diddy. And set them up to be these moguls that our kids are supposed to admire. And it is a lot easier to destroy an entire group from within. Use your own. That's right. Use your own. So you have to understand the roots of a lot of our behaviors. You have to understand the complexity of where they derive and where they come from, and understand that nothing that happens in our communities is by accident. It is by design and connected to a larger picture. They say that knowledge is what? Absolutely. The more knowledge you acquire by way of research, by way of studying, by way of reading, what do you say? Well read? Absolutely. The more you read from diverse sources, and I, again, do not take your information solely from corporate media. Find other sources by which to get your knowledge and make the comparison so that you understand what the truth is with respect respect to the situation. But again, my own point here is that I think this is the starting point. And it's vitally important that we continue to talk to our young folks and basically help them and guide them along the path of growth. So I thank all of you.
I think it's important tonight that we leave knowing what a man is and knowing what a woman is. And when we have the greatest definition of a man and the greatest definition of a woman, then we know what to strive for and accept nothing less. Brother, as you leaving out, brothers, as y'all leaving out, I want you to know what the full definition of man is. Look it up in your dictionary. And look at the full definition of woman and find out what the highest excellence is and accept nothing less. Thank y'all so much for coming too, brothers.
On your way out, anybody who decides that he wants to be a judge or a lawyer or a teacher, those two books that I told you about will help you out. Right. The Black Law Dictionary and the Western New World College Dictionary.
What I have to say to all of you, we have to make a tremendous effort. That means we have to make sure that every moment we're trying to better ourselves. Because once you better yourself, you're only going to better your community. Everybody understands what I mean when I say that?
Yes.
Especially like Newflex. I just want you girls to know that it's a great experience working with you. I'm learning a lot from you, and I hope that you're learning from me. And that's all I have to say. Let's just keep learning from each other. Let's keep staying connected with elders, young folks. I love to see everyone together, not, based on age and things of that nature, not based on if you're male or female, but we're all coming together. You girls, you should feel privileged that people are taking the time out to try to keep you on the right track. They always say it gets greater later. You may not understand it now, but when you turn 18, 19, 20, and you're hopefully going to college or hopefully making moves to better your future, you will appreciate that when you were 9, 10, 11, 12, that you had people on your team to help keep you focused. Even though you're not focusing right now, y'all looking at the video screen. I'm not understanding that. But that's all I have to say. Let's just keep moving forward.
Just briefly, my remarks will go to the adults. What we see in our community is adults not living up to what adults need to live up to. with these people. And so again, I want to say that as an architect, I know how to follow the bouncing ball. And if we don't save these children today, they have a prison waiting for us to do it. So we have to do this. Thank you very much for being here.
I want to say,
let's just cover the screen so y'all stop looking at the screen. Okay, thank you.
I just want to leave you with understanding your history and your culture. And as you grow and you continue to understand your culture and your history, then you will understand racism. And you will understand that even though we spend a lot of time, or maybe not enough time, having conversations with you about sagging pants and where it comes from, as you grow, you will understand that's not by mistake either. It's by design. And that we're asking you not to fall victim to it. You didn't create sagging pants. We already talked about even it being the slave master, right? So as you grow and as you understand racism, as you read Willie Lynch, as the mayor said, you will understand that sagging pants and a lot of other things that you will encounter is because of racism. So begin to learn your history and your culture and pull up your pants so that you can pull up your image.
All right, just stay strong, sisters and brothers. Keep your pants up, and to your brothers, the older brothers with your pants down. Don't pull it up, laugh at it. Because you're the future for tomorrow.
Okay, ladies. Instead of sagging pants being a fad, what word did Mayor Davis use? Yes? Say that again? Decadent. Where's my gift bag? Come on over. Decadent. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to present some good ones here. I know everybody wrote this paper, so I'm not going to ask this one. I saw y'all writing. I'm not asking the 5 W's. I heard everyone writing that one down. Okay, how is self-esteem affected by sagging pants? Yes, I'm looking for one particular answer. Kalea?
People have their pants down because they have low self-esteem because they have to follow people around.
I'm going to give you a clue. It goes with exaggerated. Okay? So, Macy? Never mind? Okay. Next? Exaggerated visibility? Yes. Now connect that to self-esteem. How is it affected by sagging pants? Something, kind of give a definition. She started some. Yes.
It's the way that the people that see you, the way people see you, and you were saying about how you feel invisible, so you would pull your pants down to put yourself out there to make everybody look at you.
You go through your image. Okay, you get that.
Give it up, y'all. Give it up.
Oh, this good.
Modest, I don't know how fair that is, Mom.
What?
The crumps is rising up.
Okay.
Crumps ain't coming in with no joke.
What did Walter Eddy say? What was the phrase that he said before he left? Yes, Adriana? Mr. Eddy said it. He said it 3 or 4 times.
He said that he wanted to make a message.
It was a phrase that he said. He said it 3 or 4 times. One more. Going once, you flex, yes? Correct.
Go ahead, sister. Uh-oh. The drums is rocking up.
This is what. Training does, okay? Now, okay, Nancy, I should know this. Look at them, look at them.
You got your hands up already. Question ain't that. Imhotep, you didn't get one answer. Latif, you didn't get one answer.
Don't look at my notes either.
Listen to what Auntie's talking about. Y'all ain't listening, right? Sit up, stand up, and listen to the question.
Okay,
Throw your hand up. Listen to the question. Give the correct answer.
I'll have adults play the role in making the youth sag their pants. Yes? How have adults play a role in making the youth sag their pants? Go one. Imhotep, you know the answer? Go one, going twice.
Say it out. Say it again.
That's it, that's it. Now, Imhotep, what did you say to him? Come in.
A loser.
Say that again.
A loser.
Loser what?
A loser.
What's a loser? Come over here.
Whoa! Listen to the question. Don't open it yet, Em.
And then you go together to get
Okay,
changed.
great.
Ready? Okay, we're going for the guys first, I think. So we got to pick out a male. Excuse me, we moved on. Excuse me, dear flex. What I said about when I say no. Can you watch examples around you? Look at the other young people, how they behave. That's what I need you all to be. That's the reason why, stop, I'm speaking. That's the reason why they got the answer. It wasn't because they were smarter, but because they listened. They listened to good examples that their mother gave them. So we're giving you examples and you're still doing the same thing we started gave you. You've got to do better. I'm going to keep saying that. You ready? We got raffles. Let's bring it up. Let's go, son. You can shake it good. These guys are out of touch, so you got to be careful. Two cards. Close your eyes.
I ain't even did this raffle.
Go ahead. Put it, no.
This is for the man. I think it's the man.
How you want me to put my hands up my
You need an M or G. Whichever comes out first. M or G.
Yes, now.
18L. Male. Lady.
18, number 18?
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, sister. Well, you have to prove
Know
it.
what you got.
You have to prove it. Don't be saying bingo.
Yes.
I think I remember that that's correct. Oh, yeah.
All right, fellas, it's your turn. Go to one of the ladies to pull out for the fellas. It has to be a him. Go to Mr. Holloway.
Blingo.
Adriana, go on there.
Yes.
It has to be, you have to get a man. You have to get a
Number
man.
I think I won that, yo.
You got it? Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
wow. Wow, that's befitting. Did he really get it?
That against the law. That against the law.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah. Jesse Owens, holla.
It was great.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was one too. There was only two prizes.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's perfect for him. Let's go.
Bingo.
All right, let's go.
That is so my pride.
All right, you flex one up and see our presentation. Y'all gonna do real quick? Y'all can do everything, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Everything. Don't They're telling us a lot of years of experience, exposure. Thank you. Guys are working. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got each other.